Welcome to Odisha State Open University. I am Dr. Tirthajani Panda. Today presenting the paper Social Demography. It's basically an introductory video for the paper PSO 105. It's offered by Odisha State Open University for MA Sociology students for the session 2024-2025 under New Education Policy 2020. So, let's move to the course objective. The course objective, as it demonstrates, it basically examines the population trends. When you say population trends, that means it demonstrates the study of demographic changes that happens globally and also in case of India. When we say the analytical social implication of social demography, we do understand the societal impacts of demography. It also explores the social intersections, specifically its analysis of the gender, caste, class influences that happens across the globes in terms of various permutation and combinations. However, the evaluative part of demographic policy also comes under the purview of social demography, which says access and improve population strategies to have a better world. Let's move into the key concepts and theories that comes under social demography. It basically covered by various units, and when you'll move through the units, which is basically unit 1 to unit 16, various units covers various sections which are important for your study point of view and for your knowledge perspective case of India and as well as global informations around. When you look at the total units of this paper, you will come to know that unit 1 basically an introductory part which gives you the idea about the meaning, definition and scope of social demography, whereas unit 2 will give you an idea about the data sources that basically used in case of social demography and analysis, which is census data, vital statistics and civil registration system, etc. When you move into the second unit to the third unit, then you will find there is a population trends which is described in those units, which is population trends, which is very important, or you can say it is the essential part of the determinants of changes that occurred in case of population and trend analysis across the world. Again, after third unit, you will go to the fourth unit, which basically talks about the data challenges, how it covers the problem, what is the errors, what is the uncertainty you will find in case of demography and analysis. Basically, the unit is dedicated for that purpose. Again, you will move to the unit 5, which about the population theories. The various theories you will come to know. Basically, mercantilist theories, Malthusian theories, Marxist theories, optimum population theories, demographic transition theories are basically included in this unit. Unit 6 talks about the advanced theories, which basically biological theories, Easter Buzarov theories, Julian Simon theory, Drummond theories. So, various sections of the units cover various parts which is basically important for you to know as a learner to have a deeper understanding of the paper of social demography. Then, if you see the real world relevance of this paper, then you will come to know that it's basically very essential for the public policies such as policy planning in case of health, education, urban areas, and while discussing the social changes and its corresponding understanding, then understanding of aging population, migration, social change, that becomes the focus of this paper. And as far as the career grounding options are concerned, basically it's very essential for the learners to develop a career in academia, research, civil services, etc. However, the social demography topics is very meaningful and important. So if you will have a closure analysis, or you will go through your unit to the 16th unit, then you will come to know it basically covers major parts of social demographic studies, which is meaning and importance. Basically, it is the core of understanding of the concept, significance of demography. Then you will also get to know about the data sources, basically the exploration of various sources for demographic information. Whereas the population growth analysis also covered by this paper by analyzing the size, the growth patterns of the India's population. However, the data challenges basically covers addressing the errors and the uncertainty in the demographic data. In case of population theories also, there is an examination of different theories related to population dynamics, and will come across the fertility in fecundity cases, studying the reproductive capacity and rates of mortality, birth rates, death rates. These becomes your major concerns, which will come across through the units, and you will get to know more elaborately about that. As far as the mortality rates are concerned, it's also an investigation of the death rates and pattern, which again will give you more analytical and deeper understanding of the population pattern, growth and changes across the globe, which becomes a strength as far as the social demographic student or demography as a specialization is concerned. As far as the sex ratio, it's basically the analyzing the balance of males and females in a population, which is essential for you to know, to do different analysis, and to do, if you are a civil servant or you are a policy maker, then it will be a strength for you to do informed decision making. As far as the health pattern is concerned, basically comparing health and mortality and trends in different countries also give you a more analytical view, and elaboration of those related concept will make you more stronger in case of defining the health patterns and health problems across the country, and which is also another important part of urban planning and city planning. As far as the migration patterns are concerned, exploring the movement of the people and its pattern, whether it is state to state migration, whether it's a interstate migration, whether it's a intrastate migration, whether it's a immigration or immigration, or it's a seasonal migration, it is a circular migration. So these things will come to know while moving or surfing down into the units, and this will help you to have a bigger picture of those population movement across the time period, across the globe. However, when you come to know about the concepts like urbanization, studying the growth and development of urban areas is also essential. In terms of economic development, the relation between population growth and economic progress, which is very complementary in nature. So basically, the students, after studying social demography as a paper, will be enabled to develop a career as an urban planner, as a policy maker, as a civil servant, or many such kind of things in terms of data and data analysis, and have a bigger picture of the world in terms of data and the migration and the movements of population, health patterns, etc. So, thank you so much. Until next time, keep learning.